One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boston College's offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weak.
Wide open spaces. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Golden Eagles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's James. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly complete.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going up top. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quick completion on the out. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. They get to him as he throws.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Auburn lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stumbled to the ground. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finding an escape route. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Got it! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking for a man. It's James. Quick completion on the out route.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Golden Eagles will have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Golden Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
To throw, it's James. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Harris. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That 53-yard attempt was well within his range, but now this offense will take over at its own 36. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And back to the air on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw. It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
On third down, he drops the throw. He's going to take off. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Going for the marker on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his ball and wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's James. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Makes the catch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Kick is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna let it fly. Hauls it in on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Moves around to clear up the vision. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left. Heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys in coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the new quarterback.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to take a shot at this DB. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's James. That's caught, it's Harris. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Still running at the 40. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Golden Eagles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. Touchdown, Boston College! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sail. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
What a throw on 1st down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
14, Boston College, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be up.
Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this team knew going into halftime, trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Looking downfield, it's James. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after.
He's loose. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Golden Eagles are in a mess here on third and a mile. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
Now, a fourth down. Returner goes out of bounds.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive, he wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make pick up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to pass. It's James. Plucks it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw. It's James. Here's a hit. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Finding open areas. There he goes! Oh, a lot of space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physical.
There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's James. The quick out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Boston College will send out the punt team.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker is Howard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Auburn going to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to...
Touchdown, Auburn! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's James. Bringing the heat. Heaves it on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's McDonald. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go up top on second and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Golden Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's James. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown! the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Auburn doing business in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Making side adjustments here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To the air, it's James. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker, it's Bond. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Looking to throw again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got a man. It's Bond. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. He wants to start this drive with a pass. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back to pass, it's James. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players.